oh my God, have I just broken her foot? Have I just broken her foot? So we all lost a week of rehearsals because we all had to go into isolation. Glamorous snot everywhere, ew. Hello my fabulous Fabaret family, how are ya? Now at some points during this video today, my lovelies, my voice might go a little bit because I'm just coming out of a big summer cold. Don't worry, nothing COVID related, nothing like that. I was literally doing 2 lateral flow tests a day whilst I had this flipping cold, so my voice is not 100%. I did debate about whether I should just hold up flashcards or something with everything I want to say, but I was like, nah, screw it, just get loads of lemon and ginger tea down me, some cough syrup, and let's just do it. So my lovelies, this weekend just gone, I was in another concert. I've already done one concert about a month ago, and this was at the same theatre. If you didn't see that video, I'll leave a link to it down here or up there somewhere like that. And that was a very emotional experience for me because that was the first time I'd been in a theatre performing in a year and a half, and my sister and my family surprised me in the audience. So yeah, that was a really special night for me. And this one was so lovely because it was with a big group of people. There was 12 of us on stage for this one, and they're all people who I really care about, and they're so special and lovely, and it was just an amazing experience. Of course, I did have a massive cold, which we'll go into. I think I did mention it a few times to the company, yeah, I'm ill. Did you know I was ill? Yeah. Glamorous snot everywhere, ew. So today, my lovelies, I'm going to be talking about all the highs and lows of that concert that I did. If you're new here, by the way, hi, my name is Richard. I love theatre, music, drama, performance, all that stuff. If that's what you love as well, click that subscribe button and join the Fabaret family. Mwah. So this show is called For the Love of Musicals, set up by a new production company in York called Black Sheep Theatre Productions. And it's lovely because it was a combination of new people I haven't worked with before and people that I've worked with on different shows before, so it was a combination of lots of lovely people from all over the place. Oh, I forgot to mention, during this vlog you're going to see loads of photos and videos, and all the credit for the professional photos and videos goes to Kirkpatrick Photography and Parker and Pixel Films. And I'll leave links in the description for like their website and their Facebook pages and everything if you want to check them out. Now this whole project and this group started, blimey, back in October last year, and it all started with having like meetings on Zoom and everyone talking to each other about the show and what was going to be in it and everything. And over time we actually had to overcome a lot of challenges. So for me initially I wasn't going to be involved in the show as much as I was because the original date of the show was actually the day after a friend's wedding. So that meant I couldn't be there for like the tech and dress the night before. So I said, look, I still would love to be involved in the show, but if you just want me to ooh and ah and sway in the background, I'm totally fine with that. Just let me do anything to be in this show. And the rehearsals for this concert and my other concert I did about a month ago all kind of overlapped a little bit. So there was a point where I was doing 2 sets of rehearsals at once and my head just couldn't take that. Especially not after doing any rehearsals for a year and a half, and of course it all came at once. There was one rehearsal where I went over to the director's house and we went through all the music and everything together. And Matthew, the director, he says to me, oh, we're going to sing When You Believe from the Prince of Egypt. And I was like, oh, that's lovely, that's a great song. And he was like, yeah, and there's the Hebrew bit, which we're all going to sing. And I was like, what? I've never actually sung in a different language before, and actually I'm really glad that I pushed myself to do that because it's another little tick off the list. So what was great, for most of the rehearsals, we rehearsed in the director's back garden, and bless, he lives right on the ring road of York, which is always mega busy. So literally, the back garden was right next to constant traffic. And for some reason, Bugs love his garden as well. So yeah, everyone learnt the first time after one rehearsal, don't wear shorts. Because otherwise, the next day, your legs would look more spotty than a greasy teenager. Ew. Although having said that, it was a free rehearsal space outside, which was fine with all the COVID rules. And we did completely trash his garden. It was so beautiful and green when we started, and by the end of the like 2-3 weeks of rehearsals, everything was just brown because we've been dancing around on it so much. So yeah, sorry Matthew, if you're watching this, we will pay for a landscape architect or something for you. But it was so lovely, those rehearsals, it was a real bonding experience for everybody. Some of the rehearsals were in boiling heat. Like, I'm not joking, the Sunday before we went into the theatre, it was like 30-degree heat, and we had a long day of rehearsals. It was like 8 hours or something that day. The things you do for show business. So yeah, originally I was going to be involved in the show with a few solos and everything, but the original date of the show, the 10th of July, I had a friend's wedding the night before, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to make the tech and dress and everything. So I said, look, I'll happily step back, do oohs and ahs in the background, and a couple of gorgeous chaps got brought in to cover all those solos I was meant to do. But then Freedom Day got extended for COVID rules to the middle of July, so we actually moved the concert from the 10th of July to the 24th of July. And what that meant was actually I could be involved much more in the show, but of course my solos had already been given away, so I was like, you've given my solos to those guys, they're in the concert, let them have them. That's just fair, right? Do you know what I mean? I know I may come off as a bit of a diva, but I'm not one of those people who says, I want my solo back now. No, it's all a team effort, and as long as we put on a great show, then I'm fine with that. Actually, it was quite nice to be involved in a show where I didn't really have any massive solos, I was more in the ensemble. It was fun, it was a bit less pressure, cliche, it was nice, yeah. But then once I was able to be more involved in the show, I got more involved in like some of the dance ensemble. So we did some dancing for La Cage aux Folles and Thoroughly Modern Millie. Actually, there's a great shot that we got from the Thoroughly Modern Millie because we were all in the office setting for the speed test song. And all of us in the ensemble were sort of wandering around in the background doing various office things. And I was pretending to be like a porter mail person kind of thing with a million envelopes trying to work out where to put them all. And there's a perfectly timed photo of me just handing all the papers like, nah. That just sums up my life over the past month. Loads of paperwork and stress and nah, but still in the spotlight on the theatre. Yeah, that sums up my life, totally, yeah. So on that particularly long, boiling hot day, we had a fantastic barbecue. And yeah, I may have eaten like 3 or 4 hot dogs, yeah. But I think at that point, that was like day 7 of the boiling hot heat. I could barely even remember my own name, let alone how much I was eating. So I was like, you know what, I'm hungry, give me food. And on top of all the date changes, heat and everything, isolation. So there was a point where most of us in the cast got pings saying that we'd been in contact with someone who had tested positive. So we all lost a week of rehearsals because we all had to go into isolation. And that was the same week I had workmen in the house doing loads of work on the bathroom and everything. So basically I was isolated in my room for a week. Having said that though, we were always very safe. We always did all of our rehearsals outside and we were all doing like lateral flow tests every day in the couple of weeks going up to the show. In fact, everyone was taking photos of their results and putting it in the messenger group. So there was a few photos of COVID test result sticks. Yeah, more than that. Yeah, more than that. There we go. So it's the night before the show and we're doing the tech and dress. And of course I'm completely unorganised. I'm just trying to chuck everything into suitcases that I can think of. Clothes, makeup, suit bags, everything. I didn't even have a chance to properly think about this particular concert until the Monday of the start of the week leading up to the show on Saturday. Hey, it's theatre. Everything comes together at the last minute. It was perfect on the day. So on the Monday I ordered some clothes online, in particular a fabulous dress for our La Cage aux Folles number. Which, just saying, I looked great in, by the way. It was a total guess on the measurement. I was a size 18 with the dress and it fitted perfectly. And I bought a corset because we were doing a Rocky Horror number and some cool tights as well. But then I thought, oh, I really want to wear some gold shiny Rocky Horror shorts as well, like the character of Rocky does in the show. So I ordered some online, it said women's size 18. Great, the La Cage aux Folles dress I got is a size 18, these will fit perfect. And it said it had an elastic waist. Great, so it'll look shiny, but it'll still feel comfortable, perfect. Yeah, the shorts arrived. They were not a women's size 18. I gave them to a friend in the cast, Charlie, who fitted them perfectly, and good on him, he just embraced it and totally went for it with those shorts. And ironically, he's quite young, blonde hair, so actually he would have been a perfect Rocky anyway. Meant to be, meant to be. So chuck all my clothes plus these Rocky Horror shorts into suitcases, leg it down to the theatre for the band and tech dress. And at this point, my cold is death warmed up. So yeah, I've managed to avoid COVID for the past 18 months, but of course, the day of a big concert, I get the sniffles. It was a very glamorous cold as well, by the way. There was tissues everywhere, cough syrup, fisherman's friends, pills, potions, all that kind of stuff. Lemon and ginger tea, everything. It was just sod law because I was like, I really want to sing in this show properly. I just couldn't. The first thing I said to everyone when I arrived, like, don't worry guys, I'm coughing, but it's not COVID, it's not COVID. And bless, everyone's fine. I was like, look, I've got tests, they're all negative. So we did like a band tech dress rehearsal. I was really conscious I wanted time to see if I could get off stage from the big bows at the end into my Time Warp Rocky Horror gear, because that was the big fast costume change for me. So I realized throughout most of the second half, I'm gonna have to wear my corset underneath a black shirt. So for anyone who came to see the show, if you wondered why I had such good posture for the second half, it's because I had a corset on underneath all my normal clothes. And that actually was all fine, just ripping off shirts and trousers and everything. Oh, but the shoes caused drama. So I had these gorgeous silver shoes I was gonna wear. I haven't worn them in like a year and a half. They were a bit tight. And literally backstage I was like, come on, get in, just get the shoe in there. So literally in the space of 5 seconds, I went through all the emotions. I went from pure anger of, come on shoe, just get in there, to panic, quick, get to side stage, my shoe's on. And then suddenly on performing, Rocky Horror, cool poses, yeah. One thing I managed to do, which I can't believe happened. So I'm not the greatest dancer in the world, no way, but I can move. And I was quite proud of myself because we did this big dance bit in the Thoroughly Modern Millie number. And whilst we were rehearsing it in our director's back garden, I was really getting it. I was like, oh my God, look at me go. Now what's ironic, in that back garden, there was the loud traffic from the ring road, there was bugs galore, it was hot, sometimes the grass was a bit uneven. I could dance it fine there, but for some reason, when we got to a nice flat stage where everything was quiet and focused, oh, something went wrong in the evening show, I tell ya, yeah. Yeah. So we were doing the dance and somehow I managed to step on the poor girl Jenny's foot next to me. Now, of course, as a pro, I just went like, and then just carried on the dance. But of course, throughout the rest of that dance, I was just thinking, oh my God, have I just broken her foot? Have I just broken her foot? We got off stage. Luckily, she was fine. Now, I didn't take my video camera to the concert, my darlings, because A, I was a bit ill, and also there's going to be so much craziness going on with that show, I thought, let's just leave it here. But I did manage to get a little bit of lip syncing done for the La Cage aux Folles number. So this chap Martin was on stage singing I Am What I Am, which was the big closing number of Act 1, and we all just done our dancing bit in my gorgeous dress. So please note that whilst you're watching this video, yes, I look a bit shiny and sweaty, that's because I've literally just come off stage, but I managed to do a bit of fabulous lip syncing. Lip sync for your life. The biggest blow of the day came for me when we were doing Seasons of Love in the evening show. I went on stage, I just downed loads of cough syrup and pills and everything during the interval, and I was like, oh my goodness, I can feel my voice starting to come back, this is amazing. No. So we started getting to the nice ooh bits for the ensemble, and that's when my throat just decided to go, no, no more, you're not singing anymore. So I went like, ooh. And I just stood there and smiled. Bless the chap next to me afterwards. He was like, Richie, why weren't you singing? I was panicking. And I was like, if I'd sung any more, I would have coughed my guts up. Ew. But it was such a wonderful experience because even though I was ill throughout the whole day, it was so good to be back in the theatre with people that I love so much. And loads of people from all of our theatre community groups came to watch it. It was fantastic. And the evening show was a sellout. Yay, go Black Sheep. So my lovies, to finish off today, I'm going to leave you with some fabulous bits of rehearsal and photos from the show. Enjoy.
Wherever you go, I'm with you. Just stop and close your eyes. Not always good at saying long words and long goodbyes. It's never enough to know you're on the end of the phone. I've got this thought to keep me company when I'm alone. And it's not about the ego, it's not my self-esteem. Gotta find a way to make you see. When I fall asleep, you know that I'll be dreaming of you. And when I wake up, there's a smile upon my face. And if I go away, there's one thing that I'll never leave behind. 'Cause you're the first thing on my mind.
Well, lovelies, that's it from me today. Thank you so much for tuning in, as always. I have something very exciting to tell you. This week, I'm going down to London. I'm going to see some shows in the West End, and I'm so excited. So, of course, I'll be bringing you a full vlog report of that whole experience. The last time I was down in London, I think, was January 2020. Well, lovelies, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, click that subscribe button and join the Fabaret family. Mwah. I'll see you next #Theatre Thursday for another fabulous vlog. Bye!